This is John Erickson, represented by Midwest Talent, bringing you a New England/Boston accent. What year is this? What year is this? What year is this? Today in Rapid City, it isn't going to rain. There'll be scattered clouds with a high of 64 and a low of 57. So when you look at them, you sort of see that tiny person inside. You see, you're going to get married, you're going to squeeze out a few puppies. Tarot cards predict the future too, right? Today in Pacific, heavy rain is likely. Playing Wild Horses Sam Felt remix on Pandora. It's a lot. I'm through. What's the occasion? Would you like to know more about A Little Princess? He writes stories and essays with some humor. It was served by sheriff officers, not by the council. But you think I'm going to argue with the big man? If it gets really bad, then send a medic in. Image of New York Mets Norm Hall scratching his head. Living paycheck to paycheck isn't the best way to live. A sales pitch on a luxury liner instead of a bunch of old bonds. Still wrestling with it, although I didn't say and should have definitely said his girlfriend, Georgia, is so lovely. I can't believe it's 30 years later and we're here again watching Top Gun. Maverick. I mean, look at this guy, Mr. Tom Cruise. Maverick. He hasn't aged a day, and it's been 30 years. I mean, this guy's amazing. He can fly airplanes. He can fly pretty much anything that has two wings and an engine. He can ride motorcycles. He can play volleyball. I mean, 30 years ago, it was the best movie I'd seen in a long time. And now that it's 30 years later, this is remarkable. There's Iceman, there's Hollywood. I mean, the whole cast of characters is here again. Gosh, one of my favorite movies of all time. Top Gun. One of my favorite actors of all time. Mr. Tom Cruise. You are a legend. This is a fun project, everybody, because it involves a lot of different elements of structural integrity and architecture. Now, those might sound like very complicated words, but really what we're talking about here is building a strong foundation. So what we want to do is we want to start strong on the bottom. Looking at things here, I think you want to add a little bit more clay to the base, because the higher this building gets, and remember, the Empire State Building is a really tall building. The higher it gets, the more strength we want to have down at the bottom. So add a little bit more clay here. You might want to mix in a little bit of water here too. Yep, that's great. And then you'll find that as you build it higher and higher, it gets stronger and stronger. And you can build it just as high as the Empire State Building. It takes place, just like all the rest of them, a long, long time ago, in a fictional universe inhabited by humans and alien species. Now, if you remember, most of the galaxy is ruled by the tyrannical galactic empire. But there's some good guys out there too, called the Rebel Alliance. They're a group of freedom fighters. I like Luke Skywalker. He's an everyman who becomes caught in the galactic conflict between the Empire and the Rebellion after coming into possession of two droids, R2-D2 and C-3PO. Don't forget about the Death Star. Don't forget about Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. And of course, Princess Leia and Han Solo. You also got Wookiee, Chewbacca, and others like Darth Vader, the Sith Lord Grand Moff Tarkin. I mean, there's a whole cast of characters in this one that you absolutely love and can't forget. Star Wars, A New Hope, possibly, in fact, my favorite Star Wars movie of all time. I can't believe that the other day that my little puppy dog passed away. He was too young. He was about 4 years old, and at one point he came down with I guess it was called some sort of brain disease and encephalitis and some sort of inflammation, and the doctor gave him like 3 months to live, and the little guy, he was just so innocent looking. He didn't know what was going on. And so after a while, with all the medications and all that we tried, I just didn't end up making it. So we had a really nice memorial. Everybody came around. We had some flowers. And we had food, and we had some photos of him, and it was It was really sad, but a very special moment. Poor Sparky, he was the life of the party all the time. So, anyways, thanks for being here, and thanks for listening about it. It makes me feel better. You gotta be kidding me, Guy. You're at my place right now? I'm over at your place. I was just knocking on the door for like 10 seconds, 20 seconds, and no one was answering. What are the chances of that happening? Yeah, I know, right? Gosh, well, which way did you drive? I mean, we must have passed each other at some point. Oh, you guys walked over. Oh, okay. Well, that's a long walk. Would you like me to drive back and then give you guys a ride home? Or how do you guys want to deal with this? Because I got something for you. It sounds like you got something for me. Okay. Well, I'm open to any ideas you have. Or if you want me to just wait here, you might be back in what, maybe 20, 30 minutes? I'll just pull up a chair and make myself at home. I think it makes more sense for me to go over to you. All right, I'll see you guys soon. I was trying to make it a surprise, but, well, I know. Okay, well, next time we'll figure this one out. All right, talk to you later, Guy. Bye-bye. What do you think you're doing? I was driving in my own lane. Here you come in and you cut me off? Gosh, where'd you learn how to drive? Jamoke school or something? I mean, here we are, South Boston. People are known not to be able to drive well, but you come in here and you pull these antics. I can't believe it. I think you got to really think about what you're doing. Safety is an important thing out here. Look at the damage to my front. I mean, there's barely any damage to yours, and here you are, cutting me off, jamming on the brakes. Come on. No, I don't think we should call the ambulance. I'm not hurt. Are you hurt? No, you're not hurt either. Come on, Guy. What are you doing? Let's be reasonable here. Let's call the insurance company. Let's call the police department. We'll figure this out. All right? I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, it could be anywhere. I mean, we're doing everything we can. We're down in the basement. We got some food. We got some water. I mean, we're doing everything we can. I know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I think we're following all the directions we're supposed to follow. Yeah, I know. I don't know if this is going to be like the Wizard of Oz where they rip the house off. I hope not. No, don't say these things. This is scary enough. No, we're just duck and cover. We'll stay down. Fine. I'm not going up there to see what's going on. No way, Jose. I know. All right, fine. Let's just keep doing what we're doing. We got enough supplies here to last it out for the next day or two. Even if we lose the entire front of the house or the top of the house, I think we're going to be okay. Yeah, because we're down here in the basement. That's the safest place to be. I don't think we can go any lower. Is there any trap doors? No, this is it. All right, well, let's do what we can. Let's keep cool. Let's keep calm. No one go outside. We're waiting. Hopefully we'll just do whatever we can, and then we'll call somebody and we'll see what's going on. Okay, yeah, and the cell service works, and we'll get through this. Okay. You gotta love waiting in line, huh? Yeah, I've been here about 20 minutes. How long were you here before me? Oh, really? So you've been here for like 35 minutes. Well, hey, that's what you expect when you're at the DMV. Always waiting in line, but at least you meet some nice people sometimes. Well, I don't come here for the ambiance, that's for sure. Well, yeah, I tried going to the other locations, but it's just the same. No matter where you go, you're gonna wait in line. I know the lights are bright, not a whole lot going on the sides here. These chairs look like they're from 1942. Well, they don't offer much. They don't expect much. I don't expect much. It's just the way it is. Everyone needs to go to the DMV eventually, and it seems like everyone needs to go the day that I go. Yeah. So I just make the best of it. You know, if I have to be here for a while, I brought a book, I brought a magazine, I got my phone. You know, I got plenty of things to distract me, but sometimes it's just nice talking to a person because I haven't been out in a while. Chinatown, the North End, obviously all the different parts on Boylston Street, down on Commonwealth Avenue. You got like the nicer parts of Boston and the not so nice parts of Boston. And then you get everybody who thinks they got a Boston accent. But to be honest, it's all of New England too. It's like Red Sox Nation. That's exactly what it is. It's anybody who lives in New England is going to be a Patriots fan. They're going to love Tommy Touchdown. They're going to be a Red Sox fan and probably a Bruins fan as well. More than likely a Celtics fan. And it's going to be just the way it is. You come to New England, you come to Boston, and that's just the way of the land. That includes Rhode Island, too. Maine, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, parts of Connecticut, And I'm sure there are even a few people in New York City that love the Boston people and the Boston sports as well. But I doubt they'll admit it. So, hey, welcome to Boston. Jump in the river. It's a little dirty. And while you're at it, go grab a shamrock. Probably has four leaves, and you got yourself a clover. Find the end of the rainbow and a little green leprechaun and the pot of gold, and you made it.